Welcome and mind everybody. Michael Firth here, one of the founding field advisory board members with Neumi, and it's my pleasure today to do a detailed compensation plan overview. We've been in business now for about 9 months, and having said that, we have updated our compensation plan, which is, I believe, probably the best I've ever seen in my entire career. We've updated a few times, and now we have added a few more than whistles over the last little while. And I want to show you that because popular demand in the field is saying, could you please slowly go through a version of that. So I know I've got some massive teams online from the Philippines, and they always send me private messages saying, slow down. So I'm going to do that today for you, and we're going to go through at a very understandable pace, okay? People give me thumbs up from the Philippines, that's great. All right, so today we're here to talk about the Neumi compensation plan in detail. Now, having said that, please always refer to any monthly promotional bonuses that may come out, because we're running one right at the moment, but I'm not going to include it in the recording because it is running temporarily, and that's what will happen. We'll rotate to different promotions from time to time. Today, we're just going to go through the core of our compensation plan. So for those people who are coming on watching this, maybe you've already watched an opportunity presentation and this is taking your knowledge deeper. First thing you'll know is we have 2 memberships. We have either a basic membership for $35 US a year, allowing you to build a Neumi business in all the countries we're in, which currently at the time of this recording is 21 countries. Or maybe you opted for a VIP membership, and the VIP membership includes a whole heap of other value adds. We're disrupting the nutrition industry with a product that's way cheaper in the glutathione space than anyone's got, way more effective, higher paid commissions, you name it. But we're also disrupting the travel industry because we're giving away in the VIP program a travel platform that's valued at about $1,000 from other network marketing businesses. Plus, you get Steve Scott's Master Strategies of Super Achievers, which is a program that sells for $400, and you also get a personal training program you can do from home. So why do I say that when I'm talking compensation? Because these 2 here at the bottom, you get them free when you actually register with a pack. So for those of you that are on around the world, some packs are available in some countries, some are in others. Let me explain. You could start with just one of each product. Dip your toe in the water, $100 US, and you'll get a free basic membership, okay? Or you could actually start with pack number 2, and that is $300 US, and you would get 4 bottles of NutraSwish and 2 bottles of Neumi Skin, plus we will give you a free bottle when you spend $300 or more to null out your shipping expense. Okay, so you're getting a 7th bottle for free, which is fantastic. Now, if you are in some countries at the moment, and this may change at the time of this recording, if you're in places like Africa or Philippines, these are the only 2 packs that are available to build your business with at the moment, because we are shipping into your countries from the US, for example. Around some of the other parts of the world, you can get packs 3 and 4. Pack 3 is $500 US. It gives you 500 PV. And there are 6 bottles of NutraSwish and 4 of Neumi Skin, plus we give you that extra free bottle to null out your shipping expense, and we give you the $99 VIP membership for free, okay? And then pack 4 is the most popular pack by a country mile. Why is that? Because it's $1,000, but you get $250 of free product, and you get 16 bottles of NutraSwish, 8 of Neumi Skin, and you get the free VIP membership as well. So it's most popular because people like to build their businesses fast, and they like to have a lot of this product on hand. Now, I've never had to convince anyone about this product. It's an experiential product. They go through our proven, established Neumi 1, 2, 3 system, which is 1, connect the tools, 2, connect the leaders, and 3, connect the product. So when I get a bottle of product in their hands, whether they have signed up and purchased that, or whether they've got it from me as a gift, or whether they get mine and then rotate one back, that's up to you how you build your business. Not going to suggest one way is right or wrong. Talk to your coach. But the fact is, having product in your hand makes it much easier to build your business. That's why the $1,000 pack is so popular. So I've covered that off because it's important when we show the compensation plan, people know that you can access both of these memberships in the bottom corner for free. So let's talk about the compensation plan. So $1 US equals a point. To keep it really simple, right? It's probably the most simple comp plan you're ever going to see. There are 6 ways that you can profit. There are weekly commissions and monthly commissions, okay? So we call them buckets just to make it really easy with the lingo. So there's the front bucket, which is the weekly fast money makers, and it's a very lucrative compensation plan like nothing I've ever seen before. And then there is the back bucket, which is the team leveraged residual income. So if you're looking for an income where you can step off permanently full-time or something, this is the one to watch, because once that comes up and stays stable, you know you've got a really good income. So there are 3 commissions on each side. Firstly, on the weekly commissions, we have retail sales, but please note it says non-NFR. What does that mean? In America, out of our 21 countries, that country is fully operational, which means you can buy this product for $50 and sell it for $65 to a non-member, which, by the way, at $65 to a non-member, it's still cheaper than pretty much every glutathione product in the market at their wholesale price. So you're actually selling a retail product cheaper than the wholesale price of most wannabe competitors. But in some countries, Australia, New Zealand, most of them, you cannot retail a product until the product's approved on the ground. But legally, you can do as much of the rest as you like, and that is you can have as many preferred customers as you like, dealing directly with the company. You can have thousands if you wish, and you can have as many members building the business as you like, buying welcome packs. So let's drill into that. Okay, so here's you. And then what are you going to do? You're going to get people to watch a video, talk to somebody to answer their questions, get a product in their hand in some way, and then they're going to join. And if people join you, well, first off, you'll earn 25% from anybody who joins you directly. So that means, I'll give you an example. I can see Phoebe, for example. Let's say Phoebe joined me as a customer and she wanted to buy 2 products, you know, the NutraSwish and the Neumi Skin. Well, that's $100. So if she purchased that, I'll get $25. Now, our repeat order rate is off the charts, right? Even before we got involved with Neumi, when we were testing the products out in conventional business, we found we had like a 68% repurchase rate, which is unheard of. People love our products because they work, right? So if Phoebe then went on auto ship and then she purchased the product automatically every month because she loves it, I'll get $25, $25, $25, $25, as many times as she purchases, which is awesome. Now, in addition to that, I showed you those welcome packs a minute ago. If you're building it like most people are in the Western world and people are starting with $1,000 pack as the first option, if I use that example, well, guess what? Then when that person purchases 1,000, you'll end up with $250 in that welcome bonus initially, okay? Paid out weekly. Then you can earn up to 7 levels deep. What does that mean? Well, let's say another person I can see on the screen, let's say Erin had joined and Erin goes and speaks to Corey, right? So that's somebody she introduced. Well, I'd end up getting 3% on that purchase as well. So 3% of $1,000 pack, $30. So you can see that even down to the point that Erin might have customers. So they go and purchase, instead of getting $25, they'll get $3. That really starts to add up. Now you can get up to 3 levels deep, but when you start, immediately you qualify for 3 levels, right? Actually, I should have made that say, yeah, no, that's 3 levels. That's correct. So let me point out something really important. So all the weekly commissions are based on what? Welcome packs from a member in their enrollment period. Okay, what does that mean? When someone joins, if I join today, I have 30 days till this day next month. That is my enrollment period. Anything I purchase, so if I was to purchase a second welcome pack or more products, that'll get paid out in your weekly commissions if you introduced me. Any customer volume stays in the weekly programs permanently. Now, I can tell you now, people are earning thousands of dollars a week in this program right now. I keep looking at the back office going, man, this is amazing. You know, commissions from customers and business members, many, many, many levels deep. So it's a very lucrative program. We like to use the word tsunami or tsunami. It's a term, we've coined that phrase. It's like a tsunami. Your commission just comes in amazing speed and growth. Then it trickles into the back program, which is, like I said, the longer term, more reliable income when you're looking for a full-time position. So how does that work? Well, Power of 3 is our roadmap, okay? Now, some companies have structures like this, but they pay you up to a certain amount, which is not guaranteed. If their compensation plan is paying out too much, they might lower the amount every month. Just so we're clear, this is a guaranteed amount, okay? So Power of 3 works this way. Here's you. Now, this does not include any customer volume at all. But when you have introduced 3 separate teams and 3 separate legs, and they're using 100 PV, right, $100 US, and again, let's be real, I would be a hypocrite, wouldn't I, if I tried to tell you to buy these products, but I wasn't buying them every month myself. Who agrees with that? Type in yes, right? So this program's great because it's just do and share. So I'm using 2 products and I'm sharing the concept, all right? So with that in mind, milestone 1, once you've got 3 teams purchasing 100, you'll then get $50 that month based on that commission, right? And then when you help, it's like a roadmap. When you help the person in line 1 to do the same, guess what? When you filled out the next position 3 by 3, you'll earn $250 instead of the 50, just so we're clear, instead of, okay? Then when you help that happen 1 more milestone, the 3rd level deep, you can earn $1,500 from this bonus instead of 250, okay? Now, this is important to point out. We know that some people are not really confident of this business when they start, so they may just focus on 3 teams and that's it. For those that are really confident in what they're doing, have lots of influence, perhaps a lot of experience, you can have more than 1 power of 3. You can have multiple powers of 3, right? So if you're building all the way to the top of the compensation plan with us, you're going to see this in a minute. 6 teams will max out the comp plan. So you could earn this twice quite easily. In fact, you could be earning $3,000 a month from this 1 bonus alone, okay? So we like to refer to this as like a waterline, if you like, it's solid income. But I want to point out on the right here that all the monthly commissions, they are based on the purchases from a member, no customers, just members, on their 2nd month when there are auto ship or ongoing purchases, okay? Just so we're clear, that's where the monthly commissions are coming from. So you generally, other than promotions, which we have running at the moment, you wouldn't expect to see a Power 3 normally paid out in the 1st month. But in this particular case, that's how it works. So it's like a waterline. Then we keep going, and the other bonus is called the uni level. Now, the uni level starts at 3 levels as a member immediately, like I showed on the front end commissions. But it goes all the way to 7 levels deep, and it also has dynamic compression. What's that mean? Well, I was involved with a company for many years where, you know, if you had someone who introduced someone who introduced someone who introduced someone who introduced someone, and then they all dropped out, these levels stayed there and the company purposefully didn't delete them, so you never got paid. They kept these dormant positions there like dead wood. Well, here, if someone does not purchase, then all of that commission, all of the positions shuffle right up and you do not get diluted. Nothing is missed. This makes a massive difference to your payouts on commissions, right? So as you rank advance through the levels, going from a member to a senior member, and I'll show you what this means in a minute, you can get 4 levels deep, then 5 levels deep, then 6 levels deep, and eventually 7 levels deep at what we call 3-star, right? Then as you keep going through some of the leadership ranks, eventually you get to crown and we'll pay you 8% at this level, okay? Now think about it. When you get 7 levels deep, 8% on what? It could be 8% of thousands of people, right? If you go 6 by 6 by 6 by 6 by 6, work it out yourself, your mind will be blown. So moving right along, the waterline continues to rise, so it's more reliable income. We then eventually get to what I think is the most creative bonus ever, and it's called the leadership bonus pool. It is a monthly leadership bonus pool where 6% of global sales go into a pool every month, and then you get to share in that pool depending on what rank you have achieved. So for example, if you achieve 2-star, which I'll go into that in a minute, you get 1 share of that with all the other 2-stars around the world. Now, here's the thing to point out that I think is so creative and sometimes underrated. Let's say your business is in, I'll pick a random country. Let's say you're in the Philippines, and let's say your business hasn't gone into any other parts of the world. So you're thinking, okay, well, I'm profit sharing on my business. Well, no. What if Neumi takes off and goes berserk in Taiwan or Hong Kong or Africa or Australia? Even if you don't have team there, guess what? This is a global leadership bonus pool. You're profit sharing globally in all the 21 countries expansion. It's huge, absolutely huge. So as you go through 3-star, you'll get 2 shares, diamond, 3 shares, and so forth. So all the way through to a crown where you would get 6 shares, okay? So what it means is when you're a crown, you're getting the crown share, but you're getting a share of the triple, the double, the diamond, the 3-star, and the 2-star. So a share of every single one of them, hence the 6 shares. It's phenomenal. So let's move on from here and go into more detail. And I'm going to get a little pointer out here because I like to use this because people can just follow the bouncy ball with my eyes. So as you can see here in this example of the uni level, we have monthly PV 100. What does that mean? Well, firstly, PV is personal volume, and it's based on your personal purchases only. And 100 PV is required to remain active. So active status is required in order to receive any commissions from either bucket at all times. What does that mean? Well, when you join, you're going to buy one of those packs we talked about at the start. And if you're in the Western world, it's probably a $1,000 pack, ideally. If you're in, say, the Philippines or some of those other countries, it might be a $300 pack, ideally, right? Because you duplicate bigger volumes, you have more product to get in the market, your business will naturally grow faster that way. So that's the 100 PV. But you notice something really unique. And I might add, I want to thank Alex Monterosa, who's my upline mentor, one of the founding advisory board members. He created the first iteration of this compensation plan, which is built from the field for the field. That's why it pays out so well. And then I want to also thank Ryan, Steve, and Aaron particularly for his input into tweaking the comp plan as we went forward to make it pay out even more. But one of the really cool parts is this: 100 PV all the way through to Crown. Now, if you've been involved in this industry before, you know a lot of companies start to increase what your personal consumption needs to be as you go through. What would be a reason for that other than increasing the bottom line of the shareholders? Seriously. So here, a couple can buy 2 products. A single would need 2 products. So there's no stretch on your budget all the way through to Crown, which is fantastic. So then let's talk about not just PV, but QV. QV stands for qualification volume, and it's based on both buckets, the front and the back, any purchase, absolutely anything from you down, customers, business, monthly, weekly, irrelevant. QV is everything, okay? Now, qualification volume determines your rank for payment at the uni level and the leadership bonus pool, and how many levels deep you get on that front end bucket example as well, because you started out with 3, and as your rank advances, you get deeper. So you notice it says here QV, says 1,500 from a member. When you join today, you'll have 0 PV. Then you get going, you introduce some people, your PV starts to rise. When your total group PV is 1,500, then you would be a senior member. When the total volume is 5,000, you'd be a 1-star. You can see how it grows. Now, we don't even have any structural requirements until you hit 3-star. It's crazy. And then you just need 2 1-star legs, and you can see all the way through the leadership levels. Eventually, you just need 6 1-star legs to be crowned. Now, let me tell you something really cool. We're a field-driven company, and we listen. Now, we launched this compensation plan initially, and I was over the moon about it, and it said, you want to go crown, you need 6 diamond legs, and I was ready for that. And then we had some input from multiple different people in the field that said, you know what, if you do that, some people are going to manufacture a diamond. If they got 5 and they want to get to the 6th one and it's not there, they're going to plug people in ridiculous positions just to manufacture it to get across the line. You don't want that kind of habit. That's bad habits. That's money gaming. We don't want that. So we dropped it all the way to just having 6 1-stars. Unbelievable. So when I saw that, I was like, really? It's kind of like someone's just said the marathon is 100 Ks. No, we've changed it. It's only 10 kilometers. I'm like, wow. So there's a volume requirement, sure, but you just need 6 1-stars. So let me point something out to you. You saw the power of 3. The power of 3 is the roadmap to get started. 3 by 3 and off you go. Then your first goal is what? 1-star after that. So everything is built on 1-stars. Get a little engine room of 1-star going from power of 3 leading to 1-star, then 1-star leads through every single rank in the business. That's why you'll note that we have road to 1-star training publicly. And then when someone qualifies at 1-star and above, we invite them to a private event that teaches them the skills to get from 1-star through to diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, and crown. So it's a very structured Neumi Academy backing that up as well. Now, with that in mind, some other things to note. For rank purposes, no more than 50% of your monthly QV can come from one leg. So for example, if you introduced one person and they went off and became a crown diamond with $500,000 turnover and you only have one leg, where would you fit? Well, you'd still be here. Because in order to be a senior member, you can count 50% of that rank from one leg. So that would be, what's that, 750. So 750 from that crown leg would count, but then you would need 750 elsewhere in another leg or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 legs. When you get to 1-star, you could count 2,500 from that first leg, but then you'd need 2,500 from some other source, other legs. To get 2-star, you could have 5,000 from that gigantic leg, but you'd still need to have another 5,000 from the rest of your business, which I think is very fair because you've got to then pan that out and go wider. So talk to the person who invited you. Most of the key leaders talk about building 3 to 6 legs and going beyond that. Alex Monterosa does a magnificent job of telling people how to structure their business in one of our webinars as well. Get yourself to 1-star. He presents that in the 1-star workshops. So important to point out too, one other thing, and that is the weekly bucket is paid up in the enrollment tree and the monthly bucket is paid up in the placement tree. Now that sounds like I just spoke Swahili to some people, I know. Type in yes if you agree, because it didn't make sense to me at first. So I'm going to make sure this really makes sense to you now. And this is the bit people have asked us to add in this for more detail. So this is not a hypothetical example. This is a real example. Before, you'll note that I said we had dynamic compression. You know what that means now, meaning if somebody's not ordered for the month, everyone shuffles up and the commissions get paid out. Now, please note, if you join and you purchase your pack, you would think you'd have just 30 days in order to get an order in next month, yeah? So that you could be active again. We've given you a buffer. It's 36 days from your first purchase, 36 days. But don't use the 36 days. You're tempting fate. If you went 37 days, guess what happens? If there's a great weekly commission comes through, your upline will get it and you'll miss it because you're not active. So we encourage everybody who registers to buy the pack and then go on to auto ship. Now, here's another little creative thing I want to share with you. Did you know, team focused, and this is a great enhancement. Normally, you just need to purchase 100 PV every month. So you buy your pack. Within 30 days, you want to set up an auto ship and off you go, and you're never going to be missing commissions. Or you could pick our quarterly auto pack and auto ship pack. And what happens is you purchase your pack up front, and then within 30, you have 36, but 30 days, try and do it. You get your auto ship set up, purchase a quarterly auto ship pack, and it'll 300 US. You get 7 bottles of product, 1 free one, and we'll ship it to you immediately. Charge it immediately, but we'll give you 100 points every month for the next 3 months. Set it up on auto ship, and then guess what? 4 orders a year, you are active for absolutely everything. You're never going to miss a commission. Highly recommend doing that. So now let's talk about the dynamic placement. And this is where I'm talking about the enrollment tree and the placement tree and how they pay out differently. So this is a hypothetical example, maybe not, might be real. So here's me at the top, and I introduced a good friend of mine in Australia. We'll call that person, to protect their names, A. Person A then introduced person B, and that business wasn't growing as fast as I needed and for my goals, so I didn't push anyone. Instead, I had more people wanting to join me, so what did I do? Well, I found this amazing gentleman here who is in Canada, and I put him into one of my established 6 teams, right? So I dynamically positioned him. Now, if you don't know what that means, when you introduce a person wider than you want to go in your business, in the back office, they'll be sitting in something called the placement tree. And then you can, within 30 days, you have time to move them to any position down the line you wish. Talk to your upline about how to do that. I'll tell you now, you shouldn't be trying to fill out 3x3x3s for people. You'll just kill them. You need to strategically place into the legs and help as many people as you can, but I'll let your coach with you on that one. So what I did is I placed this under person B, and person C went out and introduced somebody who became a triple diamond, kaboom, in 6 weeks. Who went out and introduced somebody else who just hit triple diamond, who went out and introduced multiple diamonds. So why would I have done that, and what's the benefits? Let me show you. You know, we have the fast money makers on the front end. Well, here's me. Person C is still considered front line. Even though you can see in the center there, he's down in depth. From the weekly commissions, he's still considered front line. So I still get the 25%. I didn't lose anything. And then the person he introduced became level 2 to me in the weekly commissions. So their customers, their volume, their personal recommendations and growth are all as normal as if they were directly connected to me. So why would I bother introducing somebody underneath somebody else then? Let me show you. So you lose, just so we're clear, type in yes, you understand. Positioning someone anywhere in depth, you don't lose anything on the weekly commissions. It all stays exactly the same. Type in yes if you get that. Pretty important point. But why would I do that? Well, on the monthly program, check this out. So I have, as I said, positioned person C 3 levels in depth in this actual example, right? So guess what? That means that this person here, person B, has just picked up this person as part of their power of 3. So yes, if the penny just dropped for you, I have helped person B finish off or start a power of 3. Okay. Not only that, person B in the uni level on the back end, to them, this is level 1 for them on the uni level. Now, for me, I've put them 2 levels down, so I'm missing out on payments on 2 levels. But I'm telling you now, if you understand network marketing as a leadership level at high ranks, you understand this is such a smart decision, because person B and A are extremely fired up right now and doing more activity than they would have done otherwise, because they know they have 2 triple diamonds underneath them. Pretty pumped. And of course, these levels show for me as levels 4 and 5, but for person B, it is levels 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you can see how for him, this is his 1, 2, and 3. Now, what did he do to create that? 0. It was given to him. That's why I'm saying you don't build 3 legs for people. You build 1 and help and teach them and mentor them, help them to build their others themselves potentially, and off you go. So you can see here that I've maxed out the 7 levels in the uni level, but back here I still haven't finished off, so it could continue to earn a couple more generations there. Okay, so that's the difference between dynamic positioning, and the payout on the fast money makers, the front bucket, is paid on the enrollment tree, whereas the long-term residual incomes, when you position people, they are paid out on the placement tree. Type in yes if the penny dropped and you think that is awesome. And actually type in any word that inspires you, because I saw that and thought, wow. Again, thank you to Aaron and Alex, this creative combination of corporate and field to make this possible. Now, for those that didn't quite get it, let me just show it to you again. So here we are, fast money makers on the same slide you saw at the start. So firstly, here's person C. It doesn't relate to retail, it's irrelevant, okay? But it relates to preferred customers and welcome packs. So you don't lose anything. If you position someone dynamically, they're considered first generation to you anyway. You didn't lose a cent, right? But then let's talk about the back buckets, right? On the back buckets, person C is a few levels deep in this hypothetical or real example. So it impacts power of 3 for people. You've helped people build their teams, and it also impacts the uni level as well. It's not relevant to the leadership bonus pool, but that kind of makes sense. So that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. But what I would say in this recording for prosperity, or whatever it's called, is please remember to consider additional promotional bonuses. Right now, at the time of this recording, there is a power of 3 blitz on for 90 days. There'll be other ones coming as they come. They're on top of what you've just seen as well, which makes it even more lucrative than what you have just watched.